Hi everyone, and welcome to the domain vlog. We're going to be reviewing some domains today by two people, Thomas Johnson and Suminario Constantine. Okay, so two investor submitted portfolios. Both have different talking points. So I'm going to start with Mr. Constantine. He submitted nn0n.com, electricca.rs, which is obviously a domain hack, cloudcompute.ng, so another domain hack for cloud computing, self-driving with .ng at the end, so self-drivi.ng, another domain hack, and vrguru.com. Okay, so if you haven't guessed already, my favorite of the five, without a doubt, is vrguru.com. I think vrguru is actually a really great name. It's cool, it's brandable, and it's short. Let's see, vrguru. Yeah, I mean, it's registered in .io, it's registered in .net, .org, .xyz, .life, probably a bunch of others as well. So I like vrguru.com. I think that has the potential for to sell in the low 5-figure range. Resale value is obviously, it's going to be less than that, but yeah, I mean that's a 10 to, I would say a 10 to $30,000 domain if you that's retail price, obviously 10 to 30,000, I would say. So I think that's a really cool name. Virtual reality is obviously still growing, so there's still a lot of hype around VR names, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more end user sales in the future. So my favorite out of the bunch there is definitely vrguru.com. I'm not a huge fan of domain hacks just because, you know, companies or end users don't really purchase them. They don't have great sales history. When they do sell, they typically sell to other investors. Occasionally there'll be you know, a company that decides they want to try and use a domain hack, but in the end they normally revert to a .com or dissolve, or, you know, rebrand of some sort. It's very difficult for the general public to understand domain hacks. I mean, if I spoke to my wife, for example, she probably wouldn't have a clue what a domain hack is. I mean, yes, they're pretty good like niches, right? Obviously electric cars, cloud computing, self-driving, you know, they're good niches, but they wouldn't be brand names, right? If I'm opening a electric car company, I'm not calling it Electric Cars. Or if I'm in cloud computing space, I'm not calling my company cloud computing, right? So you've got to consider that as well. I'm not sure how much you paid for these, Mr. Constantine, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan. And if you are going to have a domain hack, if you decide you do want to buy a domain hack, then it needs to really be a one word, right? Maybe driving. So drive, drivi.ng is going to be better than self, drivi.ng, just because domain hacks, when they do sell, they're one words. 2 words just doesn't really work. So despite them being obviously category killing names, they're not great domain names, unfortunately. Yeah, I wouldn't value any of the three any differently. I think they're all very similar in value. I think you could probably resell them for a couple $100 to someone, but I can't see many people paying too much more than that. I could be very wrong. Maybe some people would spend 4 figures on it, but me personally, I'm not so keen on those. I just don't see much commercial use for them. Okay, nn0n.com. I I don't think that has any value whatsoever. I would assume that's a reg fee name. Yeah, I don't think that has any value. I haven't heard of any names like that selling. So yeah, I would say that's a registration fee on that one. So by far the best name out of the 5 is vrguru.com. That one's a great one. I think you have a winner there. Okay, so I would rethink the strategy of domain hacks. I think you want to look for categories that are selling, right? Keywords that are selling, and obviously .com sells by far the most. I think 80-something% of all sales this year have been, or reported, or the top 100 reported sales have been .com. So I think 87% or something like that, right? So that tells you something right there. But yeah, let's have a look at Thomas Johnson. He's from Solvik Media, and he's a fairly recent into the industry, and he started to learn about domaining in late December. So he sent me a few names, and we're gonna have a quick look at them. So Tynka.com, spelled Tynka, okay, Tynka.com, fixedlifeinsurance.com, Lauman.com, Lauman, mintdrinks.com, and longwolf.com. So my immediate thoughts on all of these are not great, but not horrible, not completely horrible. The best one out of the bunch for me, let's have a quick look. I mean, I could see Tynka being okay. It's short. The problem is it doesn't pass the radio test whatsoever, right? If I didn't spell it out for you, you wouldn't probably know how to spell this version of it. You know, it's got a K. The K could be a C. It's got a Y. The Y could be an I. But it's okay. It's okay. I probably wouldn't drop it, but if you could sell it for a couple $100, I would. Okay. Fixed life insurance. Yeah, sure. I can see that potentially being something. I'm not hugely knowledgeable about life insurance or whether fixed life insurance is a thing, but if fixed life insurance is a type of insurance policy, which it doesn't look like it is, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like fixed life insurance is a thing. If it becomes a thing and someone starts using the term fixed life insurance, then yeah, it has value. As of right now, I don't see too many terms, or just by typing into Google fixed life insurance, I don't see that term used at all, so it's probably not much value there. Lauman, so Lauman, another one. It's difficult to spell, unless I spell it out, you wouldn't know how to spell it, which right off the bat, that's a problem. So it's registered in the .org and the .net. Are they developed? No. And Lauman.org has like a Wix website on that has nothing on it. Quick type, just gonna type it into Google real quick. So Lauman, I guess Lauman is like a last name, right? So if I type in Lauman, one of the top results is marklauman.com, which is a personal photographer. So, a total of 645,000 results on Google, which is very low. Yeah, again, maybe someone who has the last name Lauman might be interested, but they're not going to spend more than a couple $100 on it unless they brand their company Lauman and it becomes a big company. But a lot of things and the stars would have to align for that to happen. So if you could sell Lauman for you know, 100, 200, 300 bucks, I think that would be a good sell. Mint drinks. Okay, mint drinks. So I know what you're going for there. There are, you know, a number of drinks that have mint in them, or they're mint-based drinks. Or you could use mint in terms of like it's the best, right? Because that's a way of using mint, like a great drink. However, mint drinks plural doesn't work. If the name was Mint Drink, I could maybe see a company calling themselves Mint Drink, right? I could see that. But mintdrinks.com, just it's not as valuable as a singular, not by any means. The only, it could be like a recipe site for drinks that contain mint, but how much is someone going to pay for that? Probably not very much. So again, let me see here. To me, I would say that's a registration fee name, Mint Drinks. I would say mintdrink.com maybe is a few $100. Maybe a little bit more if you get lucky, but mintdrinks.com is, you know, somewhere ranging from registration fee to 20, 30 bucks. Okay. Last one, Long Wolf. I guess so that would be a brandable. I'm not quite sure what a Long Wolf would be. So, you know, I don't love that either, to be honest. I mean, the two keywords, they don't really go together, right? I know that with some brandable names, you suddenly put two random keywords together and you have a brand. It doesn't really work like that in most cases. I mean, Long Wolf, it sounds okay, but I don't see a company ever branding themselves Long Wolf. It's not registered in any other extensions. Let's quickly type it into Google. Long Wolf yeah. So I type in Long Wolf, and the number one search result is Lone Wolf Distributors. Right. Lone Wolf is obviously a popular term. So if the name was Lone Wolf, yeah, we're having a different discussion. LoneWolf.com would be worth a lot, but LongWolf.com, again, for me, that's the registration fee name. If you can sell it for 30, 40, 50 bucks, I would sell it. I think that you're probably going to end up dropping those, most of these names. So I think that it looks like you've been registering a lot of your domain names. I would spend a lot more time in the GoDaddy closeouts and GoDaddy expired auctions, and you know, rather than spending 10 to 15 bucks on registering a name or 5 names, spend 50 to 100 bucks acquiring you know, a domain. You know, there are certain names that I pick up every single day on GoDaddy auctions and closeouts. And you know, I spend between 12 and you know, 500 bucks on a name, and you know, I know that it has some liquid value already. You know, just the other day I picked up webofdata.com for $12. Web of Data. So we know that, you know, data on the web is a big thing. Can I see that selling one day? Yes. And do I think that someone else would pay money for it? Yes, I do. Right. Other names that I've picked up are stuff. Swisschain.com. I paid $100 for it. A couple of days later, I already had offer for, you know, 10x that. So you wanna spend more time looking for names on Namejet and expired names and that kind of thing, as opposed to you know, thinking of names and registering them, because in most cases that means that, you know, they're generally not so valuable because nobody else wants them. Okay. Anyway, those are the 2 portfolio reviews today. I'm going to have all the names written in the description below the video, so you can see those there. Again, if you decide that you're looking for some wholesale prices and you don't have time to go through all the auctions, or you feel that you can never find anything good there, then I have a wholesale thread. You can see it in the banner on the top of the domainblog.com. There's a banner that says wholesale domains. Click on that. You'll see names priced between $49 and $500. Most of them are, you know, decent names that I sell every day on Afternic for, you know, between $1,000 and $5,000. Yeah, I would say to everyone who's new and investing in domain names, hold off on the registrations for a little while, spend more time researching, spend more time, going through the forums, and maybe go to DN Academy, because I know DN Academy are doing a great job. Go and talk to Michael Seiger. He runs DN Academy, and he does a phenomenal job. He's very, very knowledgeable on the domain industry, and you could definitely learn a lot from it. He's not telling me to say any of this. I just genuinely believe that if you're a new person coming into the industry, I think that DN Academy is a really good route to go. If you don't want to do that, then go through NamePros and just read, and you will learn a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do some more reviews shortly. Gonna take a look at some different caliber portfolios from maybe some better names and go in a bit more detail. But that'll be it for today, and I'll see you guys all again soon. Thanks.